I want to thank God for giving us this opportunity to talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness, we're talking about forgiveness. We are talking about letting go of things that hurt us, that others have done against us in our lives, either to us as individuals, or as a group, as a community, or as a country. To me, I think forgiveness is important because it creates peace in one's heart. It creates better relationships. Forgiveness is a must for us as human beings because you can't be held as a hostage by the past, and you can't carry grudges in your hearts all the time, no matter what. So to me, forgiveness is relieving your heart, freeing yourself from carrying grudges, relieving yourself of the pain that you have because of what others have done against you. So that is how I feel about forgiveness. That it's only through forgiveness that we can be able to move ahead. Forgiveness also it's about also somebody who has wronged you acknowledging that he or she has wronged you. But it's a difficult thing for people to say, I have wronged you and I want you to forgive me. But I think we should not wait for anybody to come and say, I've done this, forgive, even if your offender has not asked you to forgive. I think you can start the initiative of saying, yeah, this person has wronged me, let me let it go. Of course, because there are laws, we have laws in place which addresses issues of offenses. So the law also has its role to play in addressing wrongdoings against people. But when we say forgive, it doesn't mean that there should be no accountability. It's up to an individual to say, okay, since I have forgiven this person, then I think the rest I will not take him to court, or I will not take these people to court. So I just let it go. In South Sudan, looking at the context we are in now, a lot of things have happened. And people are bitter against each other. And one understands that. But as South Sudan, it's up to us to know how we want to address the issues the issue that others have done against us. It's up to us whether we need to take people the way they are, or we have to forgive and move forward. Because keeping to what has happened and keeping to the past, we will still remain bitter in our hearts, and we will have no healing. So when we talk of forgiveness, we are also talking about truth and reconciliation. Let people sit together. Let people accept the mistakes that have happened. Let people accept what they have done to each other, and together ask for forgiveness, and together appeal to the people that, okay, this has happened, but I think we need to move forward. We also need to look at our own traditional mechanisms, of solving conflicts, of solving differences as Africans, as South Sudanese, as we used to do in our traditional setup. But we also have international norms, international conventions about addressing issues of impunity, issues of crimes against each other. Those ones are also there. But as South Sudanese, we have to look at the best way of addressing differences, best way of addressing issues of reconciliation, truth and reconciliation. Yeah, all of us go through challenges in our lives. And the women, especially women in leadership, actually go through double, because we are operating in a patriarchal society, in a male-dominated society, in a culture that consider women to behave certain ways or to hold certain positions. So in my own life as a female politician, a female leader, there are a lot of challenges that I have gone through. There are a lot of things that I have gone through. Seeing many bad things, negative things that are said about me and done against me. But that I understand it's a sociological problem, which is all over Africa and especially in South Sudan, that seeing a woman in leadership sometimes make some men very uncomfortable. And therefore, they will come up with stories about women leaders. They will call them names, just as a way to discourage a woman from occupying a public space. So in my own life, there are bad things that have happened to me. Some of my family members have been hurt. During the last elections, I lost one of my children in the house. Deliberately, they targeted and shot and killed. And very negative propaganda was carried against me just to discourage me. But I had to forgive. I had to forgive all those that did that. But of course, everybody knows that whatever we've done in this world, we will one day account to our Creator. So I also left the death of my son, the nephew of my husband, who was my son, staying in the house, was killed in cold blood in Yambia during elections. I also left that to God. And those who did that will account to God. So again, as the Bible says, we have to forgive so that God can forgive us. Murder is a crime, and it is a serious sin as far as we are concerned as Christians. For those who insult, of course, insult has no mark on anybody. I take that easy. I take it as one of the challenges that face leaders. It's a common thing here in South Sudan, where people don't have respect for leaders, which is very unfortunate. That one is a daily thing that we encounter every time, and I have to move on. I have to brush it aside and move on. And I also want to encourage other women to just move ahead with their life and the work they are doing for this country, because we have different capacities, and men and women can all work together to move this country forward. So I know, like other women, we always forgive. We always forgive each other, and we always give, our hearts and let go of many things. So again, maybe that is the forgiveness is not a weakness, I believe. Forgiveness is a strength, is strength, because if you don't forgive, you will suffer, you will carry the burden in your heart all the time. It will hurt you, it will give you stress, and then therefore you cannot perform your duties. As a mother in the house, you always have to handle things the way you handle your children. So that's how we handle national issues, as we handle the issues of children as nurturers of families and the humanity. So we have to take a lead in forgiving and reconciling. Yeah, everybody should have the courage to forgive. And to me, from my personal experience, forgiving heals. Forgiving is healing. Forgiving is opening a new page, a new page to move ahead. Forgiveness is opening up for a new relationship. So my message is, let us forgive, let us reconcile. That is the only way that we can move our country forward. If we, like one of the world leaders said, an eye for an eye, and then the whole world will be blind. So if we don't forgive, then South Sudan will not move forward.
True stories that can change your life. Real stories of real people who have gone through the most difficult circumstances in their lives, but they have experienced the power to forgive.
Gisas hagigia bagergeru hayataki gisata nas hagigiin umon mororo fi zuruf sab o hawadis tahaya lakini umon wedi shuhuda legua tamusamaha. If you'd like to get a free copy of the book and audio device, Power to Forgive, you can call this toll-free number, 2222. Call now and get your free copy.
Kani tadar ligo kitabu jihaz sauti guata musamaha itabagder dugu telefon fini mrede 22 اتصال de majani itama bidafa gurush fogo kelite dugu telefon hasade wita biligo hadia take